It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Our featured matchup tonight out in Toronto, where the Raptors will be going up against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. And DeMarcus Cousins, no question about the talent, but Kenny, can he be the best player or at least a top 2 player on a championship contender?
Oh, yes. Maybe 2 depends on the rest of the roster, but his leadership skill is still a work in progress.
The league is largely about small ball now and pace, but Cousin always causes matchup problems with his size and skill.
Agreed.
And now, with the tip-off coming up shortly, we go courtside. Kevin Harlan has the call.
You mean shortly like you, Ernie?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the Denver Nuggets and the Toronto Raptors. We're all set to bring you NBA action. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge out on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Paul George has made a reputation as a dynamic two-way player. He said you can dominate a game in so many ways. That's always been my mindset. I just go out there and ball. Kevin, back to you.
Well, you love that versatility, DA. Thank you. Well, Steve, 2 strong benches tonight. Both front offices, great job building these teams and building their depth.
You're totally right, Kevin, and it's hard to do under this salary cap situation. You need strong talent evaluators to be able to have these type of benches.
Sometimes those guys, Smitty, are as valuable as the players themselves.
You're totally right. Whenever you can pick out talent and find guys that fit the great system, you have something.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Horford. Lowry out there with Brown. Then it's Paul George. And it's Aldridge in at the power forward position. Now here is George, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Lowry.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
There's a screen. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Pass to Aldridge. Over Sabonis. Hits the target from 18 feet. Aldridge has got his second basket of the game.
And that had to be a defensive mix-up. They know he can hit from that spot.
Yeah, a big miscommunication early. They allow his first points of the day.
Now here is Harris. Cousins inside. Defended by George. Cousins, no good. George passes to Horford. Quick shot there, and it's off target. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Jokic with his screen on Lowry. Pass to Jokic. Three-pointer. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Round kicks to Lowry. Toronto grabs the miss.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now here's Livingston. Down low. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Cousins, no good.
Only 1 of 4 to start, looking to find that rhythm.
And there's the pass to Aldridge. Brown outside. Back to Aldridge. 14 feet away. And another miss by Denver.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting their mid-range jumper as well.
Brown, good.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Last season, Toronto had a very mixed season, to say the least. Franchise record 59 wins and the top seed in the East. It all came crashing down as they were swept out of the playoffs by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Here's Jokic. Here's Harris. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And for the Raptors last season, Steve, it was the ultimate letdown, wasn't it, to have the season end like it did against Cleveland?
Sure was. The team kept insisting things were different last year, and this was their time. Wasn't the case at all. They fell again to the Cavaliers. It was a big disappointment. They looked to shake things up this past offseason.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
Now here is Harris. It's hauled in by Brown.
That's just two tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Aldridge has got 6.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Livingston kicks to Sabonis. Cousins against Lowry. Cousins with the bucket.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Now here's Brown. Picked by Horford. Horford with a screen on Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Here's Lowry. Misses off the left eye.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lowry. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. On the wing, George. Launches a 3.
Give DeMarcus Cousins credit. Using his size, staying disciplined, gets it done defensively.
Knocked away. A floater. It's hauled in by Brown. For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And then Brown with the dunk.
And when you let Brown get close to the hoop, you face the consequences. Just a tremendous athlete with unreal dunking ability.
Now here's Cousins. On the wing, Harris. Screen by Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Crazy for Tobias Harris after signing a massive $64 million contract in 2015. He was traded just a few months later. Doesn't happen like that very often.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Brown kicks to Horford. Aldridge left side. The screen from Brown. Lowry from outside. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Kyle Lowry, the Villanova alum, does everything you want from a point guard. Very complete player on both ends of the floor.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Sean Livingston. The Raptors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Cousins with a screen for Holiday. Pass to Sabonis. Kicks it to Cousins. Back to Sabonis. He tries for 3. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D there from George. Well, with Lowry, as you said, Steve, he gives you a little bit of everything.
One of the best rebounding point guards in the league. Doesn't rack up huge assist numbers, but a very intelligent passer. Good assist-to-turnover numbers. Smart with the basketball.
Now, here's Aldridge, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Raptors. Lowry from deep three-point land. No good on the quick 3.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
He kicks it to Horford. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Picked by Horford. Brown wide open. He fires. The Nuggets with another miss. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Holiday. Pass to Jokic. There's the 3. That shot off. Now Denver takes it the other way. Brown outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Brown. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And that's where Brown is at his best. A muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Now, here's Jokic. With some arc, and it's laid up and in by Harris. Harris has got 8 points.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Brown the pass to Horford. Back to Brown. Outside Lowry. Aldridge trying to break free. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Brown. Lowry's got his first 3 points of the game. The Raptors have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Basket good. Cousins has got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
DeMarcus can play outside, but the paint is still where he makes his living.
And George kicks to Lowry. Passes it to Aldridge. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Porter's checked in. And then for Denver, Carter, he's checked in for Horford. Gerald Green comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Gallinari against Aldridge. To the inside. Carter. Good. And Aldridge gets the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here is Holiday. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Back to Harris. Gallinari outside. Clock at 6. Jokic with a screen on Aldridge. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
This is a specialty of Gallinari's, using the roller as a decoy for his own offense.
Schroeder dishes to Carter. Green against Harris. Lets it go from deep. Another three for Denver.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Raptors trail by 3. Here's Holiday. There's the pass to Jokic. Back to Holiday. Jokic with the screen on Schroeder. Holiday gets the bucket.
I love watching Holiday work off screens. Changes pace, creates space for his shot.
Schroeder passes to Carter. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Good defense by Jokic.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Now here is Holiday. Toronto working the ball around now. The feed now to Schroeder. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Schroeder's got his first bucket in this one.
Not one to back down inside. Schroeder likes to get right into the teeth of the defense.
Gallinari attacking. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Gallinari's got 6 points.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
And that one's good. Green.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Down low. It's tipped. A nice shot by Gallinari. 8 points for him.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
Gallinari against Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Harris up top. 8 points for him.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
The Raptors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Larry Nance is checked in for Denver. Johnson comes in for George. And it's tied up with that one.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Schroeder against Holiday. Schroeder outside. 6 to shoot. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jokic with the steal. Got the shot! He
Just
caught it!
no better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
And you see his teammates love it. They love it.
Free points at the buzzer.
How in the world did he get that one to go?
Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Toronto. He with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
So far, they've been active scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
They've got Gallinari. Harris is out there with Livingston. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now, here's Porter after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Porter kicks to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up the baseline. Carter pulls it in.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
Johnson, the pass to Schroeder. There's Green with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Green's got 9.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Back to Harris. Johnson with the block.
Sneaky shot blocker. James Johnson is not the biggest guy, but he has the reach to do it.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. I know, Steve, when you were an amateur basketball player, some people had suggested they're not teaching enough skill. Now that same refrain is heard. But then you see young players like Jason Tatum, Dennis Smith Jr. What's your opinion now?
You know, I think people look at these players individually, and I think these young guys coming up in youth basketball, the individual player that plays better gets the 4-star, the 5-star. So a lot of these guys want to be that player. We don't put enough emphasis on team basketball. So whereas you're just as important as the best guy, and I think if we can change that narrative, you will see that. But skill-wise, I think we're okay for our skills with guys with the basketball. I think now we got to have guys understanding how to play without it in their hands.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And Schroeder becoming a more consistent floor general out there.
Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Livingston kicks to Gallinari. Here's Harris, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better.
Take a break.
Most.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Harris drops them both. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Carter, the pass to Schroeder. Sabonis with the steal. To the middle. Here's Harris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And Harris drops them both. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Schroeder kicks to Carter. Johnson with a screen on Sabonis. Here's Schroeder. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Livingston passes to Gallinari. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
So much of his offense is perimeter-oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Back to Green. Denver passing it around. Carter sets the pick for Schroeder. Carter outside on the wing. Johnson, 5 to shoot. The fadeaway. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A skilled, versatile forward. James Johnson showing what he can do from mid-range.
Harris a screen. Livingston dishes to Harris. They double him with Green. It's stolen by Green. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Good on the shot. Schroeder's got it all tied up now for Denver.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Livingston kicks to Harris. Gallinari against Nance. Screen by Sabonis. And Porter, here we go. Back to Gallinari. 5 to shoot. Over Nance. And it's Gallinari missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Johnson, the pass to Green. Green draws the double. Shot, high post. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about the job Nance has done to try to make himself into a more consistent offensive threat?
Screen by Sabonis. Gallinari against Nance. Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Nance. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And then for Denver, Horford comes in for Carter. And it's Brown in for Gerald Green. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it loose from the high post. And the Raptors miss again.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
Johnson dishes to Schroeder. Nance a screen. Schroeder kicks to Horford. There's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 5.
James Johnson, one of those do-everything guys you love to have. Brings in energy, physicality, and toughness.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Schroeder passes to Horford. Inside, Nance. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Gallinari. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And right there you see an underrated aspect to Cousins' game. Terrific instincts, senses the open man.
Schroeder kicks to Nance. Brown outside. Pass to Schroeder. From deep 3-point range, it's deflected. To the paint. That's good from Harris on the assist by Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. Brown kicks to Nance. Johnson the screen. Schroeder setting the pick for Nance. They set the pick. Pass to Johnson. Pick by Horford. Here's Schroeder, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Dennis Schroeder, the 17th overall pick in 2013 out of Germany. He's got a flair you don't associate with European players.
2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder. Well, Steve, we have a viewer question that has come in here. It's Randy from Texas. And let me see if I can. Oh, he says, what's your favorite basketball movie?
On the Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, Kevin. That's my favorite basketball movie. There's a lot of them.
Is it really?
But I would say that was probably number one for me.
No kidding. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end. Yeah, the defender all over him.
Denver shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
First free throw is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And Brown drops them both.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And Holiday kicks to Sabonis. Screened by Cousins. Back to Sabonis. And stolen by Horford. Takes the 13-footer. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Brown against Harris. Screen by Sabonis. Holiday against Lowry. Shoots a three. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. So here's Gallinari. Paul George making his last shot. Over George, and it's Gallinari missing.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Now, here is George. Danilo Gallinari, unable to get his last shot to go. Passes it to Cousins. Over Horford. And the Raptors miss again.
Wow, he had it at point-blank range, but the defense was all over him.
Lowry against Holiday. Lowry dishes to Horford. Over Cousins. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Horford's got 5 now.
Look out. He's starting to find the range in this second period.
Timeout.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, it's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Jokic has checked in for Toronto. So it's Toronto now. They trail by 7. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
Stolen by George.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
And Brown is a very unselfish player, always willing to whip the ball over to an open teammate.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Right wing. Here's Jokic. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets leading by 9. Picked by Horford. Launches it. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Brown. 8 points for Kyle Lowry.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Holiday, the pass to Cousins. Looking to end the run. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Cousins has got 6.
I mean, one thing about DeMarcus, he's never had much of a problem scoring with contact.
Gallinari with the steal. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Brown kicks to Lowry. Back to Brown. And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
A minute 20 left now here in the second. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Free throw dropped for Al Horford. No good on the second free throw. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Aldridge has got 8 points.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
And he comes up with the deuce. 18 points for Tobias Harris.
Just a solid all-around jump shooter. Tobias working over that mid-range area.
Here's George. Nice D from Cousins.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Back to Holiday. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Holiday's got it back down to within single digits for the Raptors. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Brown. Aldridge with a screen on Harris. 5 on the clock. Aldridge a screen. Here's Brown. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And when Brown has that jump shot going, he's hard to slow down. Just has such a beautiful release on that shot.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hello to the people, Shaq.
Hola.
Kenny's here.
Ni hao.
And we're analyzing the first half of action. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. Some excellent work offensively now has them up 11 at the break. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Well, isn't it nice to have a go-to guy who can punish you inside?
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Lowry. He's out there with Brown. Horford is out there with Green. And it's Aldridge in at the 4 slot. Now, here is Lowry. Aldridge a screen from deep. The shot by Lowry, no good. Raptors trailed by 11.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Lowry kicks to Horford. Poked loose. Back to Lowry. Here we go, all alone. There's Sabonis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Raptors have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Last on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the charts.
Both shots good from the stripe. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Lowry kicks to Brown. Horford sets a screen for Brown. Picked by Horford. And Lowry gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Toronto with the ball. Livingston with it. 5 points in the game. Inside. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Tobias Harris.
And you've got to give it to Harris, able to make subtle adjustments under defensive pressure.
Now here is Lowry. 8 points for him. Brown outside. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
A nice shot by Harris.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
This was all sparked by their defense. They got some stops, and they did it in a hurry.
Now here is Lowry. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Horford with the screen on Sabonis. Brown outside. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And it's the Raptors' ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Cousins with a screen on Lowry. Livingston kicks to Sabonis. Cousins inside. Lowry covering. Down low. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Nikola Jokic. Outside Lowry. The pass to Horford. Picked by Horford, and it's Aldridge, top of the key. Harris against Brown. To the inside, Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Screen by Sabonis. They set the screen. And Cousins kicks to Harris. Pass to Livingston. Plenty of space. They get it again. And that one's good. Jokic. Jokic has got 7.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Steve, offenses have gotten so good at stretching the floor. What are defenses doing to counteract that?
I think that what they're doing right now is they're having guys with the versatility of switching, because if you run pick and roll and you can switch, it keeps everybody in front of you. And I think also right now they're having multiple guys and going deeper to have guys who are in foul trouble that they can look down to their bench and they can play 10 or 12 guys on their roster.
The Raptors making a switch here. Porter's checked in, and a switch here also for Denver. Schroeder's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Lowry kicks to Aldridge. Back to Lowry. Picked by Horford. Schroeder, left side. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Porter passes to Livingston. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Jokic kicks to Porter. Jokic a screen. Porter with it. Picked up by Aldridge. That gives them the lead. Porter's got 7 points in the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Count that bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
And yes, it's good. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
It was clear that the defender wanted no part of that play after he exploded towards the bucket.
Schroeder passes to Lowry. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You know, he attracts a lot of defensive attention, and that enables Lowry to create open looks for his teammates.
Jokic kicks to Harris. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway. And now a three-point Nugget lead. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Tobias Harris. Jokic a screen. To the paint. Shot from 12. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. 11 points for Jokic.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Aldridge. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Sabonis' screen on Lowry. And Holiday kicks to Sabonis. Over Lowry. That misses off the backboard. The Nuggets leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside. Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
Al Horford is checked in for the Nuggets. That's good from Schroeder. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
And here are the Nuggets now. The Raptors getting the bucket. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The Nuggets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Raptors.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Aldridge. Now here is Holiday. Outside Porter. Kicks to Livingston. No good on the shot. And Denver the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Green against Porter. Outside Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The Nuggets with another miss. Raptors trail by 7. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on George. What's the status, David?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Raptors let me know the status. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury.
Thanks for checking in, DA. Injuries are always tough to deal with, but they're just a fact of life in the NBA.
And he'll have a lot of support as he goes through the recovery process. They want him back as soon as possible.
And we know how much better they'll be as a team when he's out of those street clothes and back in uniform.
Now Gallinari, following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Outside Holiday. Floats one up, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. George is checked in for Denver. Pocket 2, shot off the pick. Basket good. Livingston's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Lowry drawing the double team. And that one's good by Aldridge.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
Here's Livingston. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Shooter passes to George. Right side Aldridge. Holiday against Lowry. Back to Aldridge. Over Gallinari. And again it's Denver.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Outside Porter. Pass to Livingston. Jokic a screen. Off the screen, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
And George kicks it over to Schroeder. Porter against George. Horford with a screen on Porter. Aldridge a screen. George way outside. No good with the triple. Raptors trail by 3. It's Porter outside. Horford with the rebound. George against Porter. Outside, George. They set the screen. Aldridge dishes to George. He kicks it to Schroeder. From deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And it's time for an injury report. Now an update on Tobias Harris from Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Raptors head athletic trainer. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they're not ruling out the possibility that he'll have to miss a few more games. Kevin, not what they needed at this time of the season.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Here's Aldridge, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on Gallinari. For Denver, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Aldridge. And Toronto making a change here. Cousins is checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Holiday against Lowry. Holiday the pass to Porter. Holiday sets the pick for Porter. Passes to Cousins. Over George. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Cousins.
That's what you need your stars to do. Time running out. Find a way to make it happen. Excellent play by DeMarcus.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You 2 players.
And Toronto has possession. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Stolen by George. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by George. That's 12 points for Jaylen Brown.
I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second's hesitation.
Now here's Porter. 7 points in the game. And that one's good, Jokic.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
And the pass to Aldridge. Over Gallinari. And it's off the back rim, no good. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
We have to make a stand defensively, fellas, okay? We're not going to be able to outscore them the whole night. We got to get defense into the game.
Well, Mike Malone, a defense-first coach, certainly pleading for more of an effort on the defensive end.
And, Kevin, it just hadn't been here tonight. Coach doesn't sound happy at all.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. They've got Porter. Gallinari is out there with Jokic. Then it's Holiday, and it's Cousins, and at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now here is Lowry, and George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Gallinari against Aldridge. And here is Cousins. And stolen by Aldridge. Brown outside. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. Toronto trailing. Pass to Jokic. Back to Cousins. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Gallinari with a screen for Holiday. Free throw line jump shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Raptors lead by 1.
As a coach, you're comfortable with Holiday taking that shot. He has a good feel from the mid-range.
Lowry for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Cousins has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blanked from deep since.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Gallinari.
One shot, find the lanes.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Now here is Lowry. Pass to George. Aldridge with a screen on Cousins. Here's George. And another miss by Denver.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
And Cousins gets it to go.
DeMarcus Cousins is an unreal talented player in this league with the ability to finish with a hand in his face.
Now here's Brown to stop the run, and it's Kyle Lowry with the 3.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Cousins. Outside Porter. Cousins with a screen for Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Sabonis. Here's Jokic. And no good. Good work defensively by Horford. Brown against Porter. Porter with the steal. Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Cousins. Back to Holiday. And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Porter against Brown. Jokic with his screen on Brown. Here's Porter, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Horford.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Free throw good. Porter. Both shots good from the stripe. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Aldridge left side. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Aldridge.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Raptors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Jokic a screen. Porter kicks to Jokic. Here's the screen. Pass to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Raptors. Here's Cousins. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Jokic sets the screen for Holiday. Over Lowry. The shot by Holiday, no good. Now here's Brown. He's covered by Livingston. And the call will be against Sabonis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Cousins against George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up. Here is Livingston. Pass to Jokic. Livingston kicks to Holiday. Now here's Livingston. While recovering. 6 on the shot clock. Cousins. And the Raptors miss again.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it. No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
Holiday dishes to Livingston. Jokic with his screen on Lowry. Passes it to Cousins. Now Jokic, defended by George. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Cousins. And that's now 19 points for Jokic. Outside Lowry. Brown sets a screen for Lowry. to take the lead. Sinks the triple. 15 points for Jaylen Brown.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's George. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And now it's a 3-point Denver lead. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Jokic with it, and it's Horford picking him up.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Two shot.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Denver's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. George against Cousins. Using the screen, George, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now, here's Jokic. Here's Holiday. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. George against Cousins. And George kicks to Lowry. Picked by Horford. From deep. Sabonis grabs the ball. Raptors trail by 3. Now Livingston. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Livingston. And the post-up game losing favor around the NBA, Steve. But for point guard Sean Livingston, that's his bread and butter.
First, he has a size advantage most every night, and then he loves to get down there in the block. He has the vision to punish teams for trying to dig or double-team him when he's scoring.
Denver making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in.
Sean Livingston has really turned his career around, becoming one of those guards that you want to have on your team. He's a luxury because he can handle it and he can post up.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
Here's Livingston. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Down low and stolen by Aldridge. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. George, that's a two-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists in the game. Here is Livingston. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Cousins. Screen by Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Raptors trail by 5. Outside Holiday. Jokic with a screen on Brown. And there's the pass to Cousins. Screen by Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Sabonis inside. Defended by George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
I'm so surprised in a game this close. I know it's easy to criticize, but the defense has to be better in the fourth.
Now here's Brown. Dishes it to Horford. Stolen by Holiday. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Livingston.
A tremendous play from Sean Livingston, a true leader who is not afraid of the big moment.
Jokic against Horford. The kick out to Brown. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Brown. Off the pick. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter. Holiday with it. Pass to Jokic. And another basket for Toronto.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Denver calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Aldridge, the pass to Lowry. Back to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Pass to Livingston. And here's Jokic. He's covered by Brown. Jokic inside. Working on Horford. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Nikola Jokic. Lowry kicks to Aldridge. Tipped away and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. Passes it to Cousins. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That's 12 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Great idea to get it to Cousins. Things are starting to tighten up. Could be a hard-fought battle the rest of the way.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here is Holiday. Jokic passes to Holiday. Clock at 6. Screen by Cousins. Off the pick, Holiday shoots. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Up top, Brown. George dishes to Lowry. The pass to Aldridge. Over Sabonis. And it's Aldridge missing.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 32 seconds left in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Huge bucket by DeMarcus. The big man loves the big moment.
Holiday against Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Aldridge. Over Sabonis. Can't hit from 12.
Timeout.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Off the inbound. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Well, Marcus, your game has evolved. You started as a finesse player, and now you have a lot more inside aggression. How did you get more comfortable down low?
It just takes time. You know, I got stronger every year, got better every year. You know, when I was younger, I wasn't strong, but now I'm much stronger. I'm much older now.
And a veteran who gets it done. Thank you, LaMarcus. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time